welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me for the makeup look that I'm wearing right now, and the star of the show in this look is the MAC and Nordstrom's Finest palette, which is a 15 shadow palette that you can get exclusively at Nordstrom's. And this palette I think is perfect for all times of year, but it really had me feeling the fall vibes. I used this kind of beautiful hunter green color right in the middle, as well as this kind of coppery color up here, this kind of deep blue. So I incorporated both warm and cool tone shades into my look. And then on my lips, I have the infamous Dose of Color Stone, which I'm so happy came back into stock so that I could finally get my hands on it. This is the most perfect matte liquid lipstick that I've ever tried. I ordered both Stone and Truffle from Dose of Colors, but I wanted to use Stone with this look because I feel like that purpley mauvey kind of cool toned color works really well with that hunter green and the other shades that I used. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Starting out with my Smashbox primer water, I'm just going to be spraying that all over my face and then rubbing it in with my hands. And then I'm going to go in with the EX1 Invisiwear foundation. This is great for yellow or olive skin tones like myself. I'm just going to pump some of that onto the back of my hand, and then I will be using my beauty blender to blend it out all over my face. Now I'm going in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have the shade Custard, and I'm just going to be using this to conceal and brighten my under eye area, as well as some of the high points of my face and any other areas that I want to conceal. And I am just blending all of that out with the Beauty Blender as well. I'm going to be using these two highlighting shades from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette. I'm using the two highlight shades to the left just to set my under eye concealer, and then I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder just to set the rest of my face and the foundation that's on it. At this point, I'm going to be doing my brows off camera, so if you haven't seen my brow routine, I'll go ahead and link that below for you. And then I'm going to do some contouring again with the Kat Von D palette and these two shades on the bottom left. So just taking those into the hollows of my cheeks, as well as my temples, my jawline, and then I'll do maybe a little bit around the chin and neck area. Next, I'm going to take this peachy shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette to start my eyeshadow look. I'm just going to be using this as a transition shade in the crease. And then I'm going to go in with the MAC Nordstrom's Finest palette, which, as I said, is the star of the show. I'm going to take soft brown and just start by placing this in my crease to kind of add and deepen up that transition shade. Now I'm going to be going in with this green shade called Felt, and this is what I'm going to be using in my crease, kind of deeper into the socket with a smaller defining brush. And then going in with Print, which is kind of like a slate gray with a little bit of shimmer, and we're going to be putting that in the outer corner of the lid and just kind of blending it up onto the crease. Now I'm going to blend all of that out with the larger brush that I use to apply soft brown. And then we're taking Chains of Love, which is this beautiful kind of bronzy color from the palette. And we're just going to be patting this all over the lid. And then I'm going to be going in with Gold Mine, and this is a really pretty bright yellow gold. I'm just going to pat this right onto the very center of my eyelid to kind of make everything pop a little bit brighter. And then again, just going back in and blending a little bit more of Felt. I'm also going to take both Felt and Soft Brown and blend those out into the lower lash line. Now I'm going to be taking the shades Beaded and Retrospect from the palette to use as a highlight for my inner corner as well as my brow bone. And then I'm going to be going in with these two eyeliners from NARS and MAC to line my top and lower lash line, which I hate showing on camera. So we're just going to go straight into bronzer. I'm using this Hourglass bronzer to just bronze up my whole face. So kind of just going over all the places where I placed the contour to kind of warm everything up and blend that contour out. Now I'm going to be using Soft and Gentle from MAC as my face highlight, and I'm using this beautiful MAC brush to just put this on the tops of my cheekbones, my temples, and on my cupid's bow and my nose. Also wanted to touch up my brow bone and inner corner with that highlight as well. And then we're going to be using the blush Plum Foolery from MAC to just give a little bit of color to the cheeks. Now I'm just going to be curling my lashes and getting them ready for mascara. So I'm going to take the Diorshow Maximizer Lash Primer and start off by priming my lashes. If I'm doing kind of a more in-depth look, I always like priming my lashes. I'm going to use the Lancome Grandiose Mascara, which does do a really good job on its own at definitely providing volume, but I think to add a little bit more length, I like using the primer. So here you can see kind of the difference. And there we go. Now I'm using the NARS lip pencil in the shade El Agua, and I'm just going to be lining my lips and also filling them in with this pencil. Then I'm going to be taking Stone from Dose of Colors, and this is what I'm using as my all over lip color. This is a beautiful matte liquid lipstick. The formula of this does not dry your lips out. It just leaves them feeling so nice, but it stays on all day and you don't have to worry about it. It's amazing. And then I'm just going to be kind of fluffing my hair up and making myself look pretty. And then my final step is always to use some setting sprays. So I like to use the Fix Plus to kind of get rid of any cakiness and then set everything with the all-nighter. And that's it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I know that my techniques and whatnot are not perfect. I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I just love playing with makeup, so I hope you guys enjoyed playing with me. And let me know if any of you have this Nordstrom's Finest palette. I really have been having a lot of fun creating looks with it, and I'm curious to know what your favorite shadows are. If you don't own it, I highly do recommend checking it out. It's going to be, I believe, a limited edition MAC palette that's available at Nordstrom. So you get 15 MAC shadows. It's $85, which is a huge bargain. I think if you were to actually build one of these palettes yourself, you would end up paying like $160, so it's almost half the price basically, and it comes with a really nice selection kind of ready-made for you. And I feel like if I were to make my own palette, there are probably some colors in here that I wouldn't have chosen, but I'm glad that I have them so that I can just kind of mix up the shades that I have in my collection. So that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy watching, please give this video a big thumbs up. That would really make my day. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Just click the button below and you will catch all of my new videos in your subscription feed. So that is going to be it for today. I will see you all in my next one. Bye!